Kushal Kodnad.
Oh yeah! Kushi! Kabi Kushi, Kabi Gum!
He's joined by Mom and Dad and Rishad Sabaj.
Oh my god.
You know, some experience with that.
You know Kushal's gonna watch this.
Yeah. Oh my god, Kushal.
So Kushal is the all-student body president of the Student Council. He's also a National Merit semi-finalist and has been a Carnatic classical performer for over 12 years. So, with his spare time. He also had a bioinformatics research published by the IEEE IBM, which is the International Conference on Bioinformatics and Biomedicine. I actually didn't know what IEEE was without Google it, so it's one of the few items that I didn't have to go to. So, what can I say about Kushal? He is one of our two captains and our only senior captain. And I'll tell you, in all my years of coaching, I've been doing this for a long time, he's never been a more obvious choice for captain. He leads both by example and verbally. He's always encouraging and teaching his teammates, but by example, he's just relentless effort. And he always just goes all out, all the time. He's our leading scorer this year by frankly a wide margin. He would have been the leading scorer last year, but not last year. And speaking about last year, even though we had no games last year, we still practiced for a few months. And there were only a handful of players that really showed up almost every game, and Kushal, even though it became pretty clear early on that we were not going to be playing games. So that just kind of shows his dedication. He was the leading scorer on the JV team. He will probably be the leading scorer when we play Intervals next year. But what really made him different was not just his performance in the games, but the fact that he absolutely dominated in our practices. And that might sound trivial, but it actually makes the other players around him better. Right? If you go easy on the other players around you, they don't get better. But by dominating in practice, you set the example. You actually taught them how to be better players. So thank you for that. And Kushal expanded his game dramatically over the 3 years that I've known him. When I first knew him, he was primarily a catch and shoots, kind of Klay Thompson kind of player. But his game has developed miraculously over the last couple of years to the point where now his slashing game and his full court transition game is really what fuels our entire team. He's also, this is amazing, in addition to being our leading scorer, he's also our second leading rebounder, which is pretty incredible considering the fact that he's playing guard a lot of games, by definition. So that's just another sign of effort. And I will say this, and I can't speak for coaches here, but I know that coaches usually prepare for a game by checking out the other team and scheming against their players, which means like trying to identify their strengths and weaknesses. And I've spoken to a few coaches that we played this year. They all said they spend most of their time scheming to stop number 23. A couple of matches after the game said, number 23, the ones that hadn't prepared. But again, I said he would be an excellent role model, and I barely took him out of games, so I'm sure he slept really well on game nights, because he's awesome by the end of the games. He is a true competitor, and coaches can only really hope for players like Kushal. Once again, number 23, Captain Kushal Kodnad.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I was there for that game too. Actually, I think I played. Shit.
Okay, we're going to get back to one of those here in a second, but let's hear it one more time for our seniors.
Yeah!